But Johnny, I'm telling you, today's kids are horrible. They're awful. Johnny, they're awful today. I say the same to my children. My child is also full of intelligent responses. He claimed that I was elderly when I informed him the other day. You're young. You don't have it upstairs. It's not with me downstairs. Thousands of amusing moments were experienced by Johnny Carson. However, only a small number of celebrities went on to become genuinely iconic on television. What on earth is wrong with you after 26 years? Looks like you're beginning to resemble Reagan. In any case, these are Johnny Carson's funniest celebrity moments. Johnny laughs at Rodney Dangerfield. Dangerfield makes Johnny laugh. I drink too much. Johnny is a bad drinker. I mean, I have no idea what happens when I drink. I generally wake up the following day in an unfamiliar location as a child with an accent, plays with my feet. Did that also happen to you? Yes. Rodney is unrespectable. Until pure momentum drags the show along, Machine Gun Rhythm continues to stockpile punchlines. The story of Buddy Hackett's naked bath, in which we are at the elevator heading to the 5th floor and heading to the bath, which is located on the 5th floor. No, I'm going to strip off since I forgot that I sat with him. For me, what makes a difference? For now, I want to get the laugh. You're not going to get naked in a bath, he said. What? I told him. You won't get naked in a bath. Promise you won't get naked in a bath. Say you won't get naked in a bath. Okay, I won't get naked in the bath. I got nude in the elevator. What do I care about? In Japan, I don't know anyone. I assume you enter the elevator, ascend to the 5th story, open the door, and plunge into the water. I'm not wearing anything. He's in tears. The door is open. I went outside. I'm in the lobby. It didn't rise. A couple of Japanese people are also present. I answered, "You don't have to bow. If you can't see from where you are, forget about it." This episode became one of the most famous anecdotes ever recounted on The Tonight Show, and its ratings soared after it aired. The early years of Jonathan Winters. Jonathan Winters' early years. I was a peculiar youngster. Really, were you? Yes. I used to climb up on top of the barn with the pigeons and say, "Hey, what's he doing up here?" when I saw a man wearing full overalls. They would stick you with a fork if I attempted to jump down white, you know. Your life was kind of set by that, indeed. Winters maintains a straight face while making the ridiculousness of his early years look regular. The whole thing was 10 times funnier because of the impressions of the farmer clip. The Ed Ames Tomahawk incident. Ed Ames Tomahawk fiasco. When the throw is remarkably accurate and horrifyingly positioned, what begins as a peaceful protest devolves into live television chaos. Everyone's response is genuine, ranging from helpless laughter to quick incredulity. Carson is able to get out of his chair after being forced to do so by Rodney Dangerfield. I'm a poor drinker, thus I don't want to drink. Let me tell you that. The following day after drinking Johnny, I was able to do 2 things. I had the opportunity to return the car I had stolen and attempt to find it. Remember that one, I mean? Yes, of course. You do, of course. You do, of course. Permit me to get out of bed. Okay. I'm not sure. Go on to the next man. I'm not sure why, but Rodney's abrupt turns happen so quickly that the room never completely resets, and Johnny clearly loses his cool. Everyone remembers the secondary punchline, which is the host's physical break. Jonathan Winters adhered his cat to the floor. Winters' cat issue involved an incident. Just phase out, you know. I was painting the other night when some glue fell on the floor and I forgot. Additionally, there was adhesive everywhere. My cat then came down, and I saw that she was rather motionless. Come on, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Come on, Tiger. That's Tiger's name. It must be mentioned. Tiger. Tiger. Hurry up. Tiger. Hurry up. And, you know, Tiger is exactly like this. Winters recounts the tale as if he were reliving a domestic catastrophe, adding details until the narrative devolves into anarchy. He makes the absurd idea memorable by selling it with complete earnestness. The elephant that belongs to Betty White knocks down Johnny Johnny. You don't rough house with an elephant, she replies. Yeah, go to hell, tell her. Johnny had to physically react when Betty pulls out an elephant that starts doing anything it wants right away. Johnny's "I'm not in control here" terror is twice as humorous when Betty maintains her composure. Drew Barrymore's cute appearance is particularly endearing. That's a humorous entrance, all right. Have you practiced that? No. Are you all right? Yes. You are not the first person on the show to do that, you know. Other folks have visited us on a few occasions, adults who have fallen right here after missing that step. Given how slick my shoes are, it's most likely my sneakers. With his childlike reasoning and live TV time colliding, Drew is both endearing and erratic. Because every unexpected turn feels truly unplanned, the audience's response becomes a part of the humor. It's impossible not to fall in love with Drew because of her inherent charisma. While Johnny makes an effort to keep the interview on course, Drew has other ideas. Look at those now. Make me smile a little. They are indeed expanding, aren't they? Yes. So, when you perform on TV shows, you wear this? Indeed. At least now you're telling the truth. The majority of... I know women who wouldn't do that. They would prefer that no one find out that you were sporting a little clip inside. However, you won't need to wear it for very long, will you? Flipper. Perfect television results from the spontaneity. Millions of people watched as a grown adult and a helpless child conversed as if nothing had happened. Her gentleness demonstrates Carson's softer side. From that first appearance, Drew became a legend on The Tonight Show. It was beautiful because it was unscripted. Jonathan Winters is pulled over and pulled over. Indeed. I seem to recall chatting briefly about the police at one point. The guy shouted, "Well, pull over," and I said, "Where are you, The Tonight Show audience and Carson?" I was doing around 75 to 80 when I noticed the red light went on, so of course I slowed down right away. Keep laughing due to Winter's flawless delivery without deviating from his persona. His ability to fabricate tales and make everyone laugh is what makes this moment of comedy so brilliant. Everyone is terrified by Hulk. Hogan. Hogan is a terrifying presence. Are you interested in the tiny footstool? A footstool is here? Yes, I do. Don't mention that at all. It's good to meet you. It's good to meet you. You're a really decent guy. Thank you. Thank you. One large dude. What should I call you, huh? The Hulk. Hogan, Mr. Your Honor, sir. Mr. Hogan is going to be all right. Of course. Hogan, Mr. With the contrast between Hogan's larger-than-life presence and a talk show sofa, the comedy is the spectacle. The humor stems from the way the piece maintains, falling into the wonder of this human action figure. I'm observing how big your arms are. I don't think this is true. If only I had something that large. What about your bank account? The bank of no. What? What are you going to make? Well, you're currently making one. But I don't want to brag. That's okay, though. You are a professional after all. What size are you, by the way? Do you have biceps? Johnny, they're 24 in. Johnny appears small in comparison to Hogan's size. Every camera viewpoint was dominated by the muscles. Carson attempts, but is unable to conduct it like any other interview. The joke is around Hogan's ridiculousness on a talk show. Johnny's responses to Hogan's tales are invaluable. The show demonstrated that professional wrestlers could perform on Gary Shandling's first appearance. The first time Gary Shandling appeared. The audience is in a terrific mood and everything is really cooking, so this is a good night for a rookie comedian to make their network television debut. Make him feel welcome then. Would Gary Shandling be accepted? Gary. Thank you. Thank you. That's really wonderful then. I can't wait to get here. I had a wonderful day. Earlier today I visited the bank. Have you received your complimentary pen yet? They're free. The entire Shandling angle seems self-aware and a little uneasy, as if he's telling the story of his own nervous system while still making jokes. You can tell right away which lane he's going to take because of how distinctive his voice is. Instead of making nervousness uncomfortable, Gary makes it humorous. Johnny is aware of the distinct talent right away. The self-awareness turns into Chandling's signature comedic style. He is given room to build the persona by Carson. Chandling's career began with the Knockout debut. Johnny instructed his employees to schedule Chandling once more right away. Carson loses it. Due to Louis Anderson. Anderson causes Carson to lose it. I can't remain for very long. Please be patient while I'm between meals. Instead of trying to keep the audience by his side the entire time, Louis gently leans into self-loathing and everyday suffering. He wins the room with only tight laughter and clarity liability. Self-loathing originates from a warm place. Johnny likes Louis's distinct style of humor. Being the underdog is relatable because to Anderson. This is special, as evidenced by Carson's obvious enthusiasm. Louis's remarkable debut demonstrated belonged. They keep approaching you, those guys. Would you mind helping me with the sandwich, buddy? Yes, of course. What location is it? Johnny was certain that Anderson would become famous. Compared to rougher comics, the light-hearted humor style was distinctive. Following this appearance, Carson hired Louis on multiple occasions. Anderson was adored because he was an everyday person. Louis had a lot of staying power, according to Johnny's acquaintances. Throughout the set, the tight laughs continued to grow. When Carson spotted genuine talent, he knew it. Louis's family-related content struck a chord with everyone. It was so effective that Johnny gave him more time. Carson was pleased by Anderson's insight's clarity. Louis brought humor to everyday lives. Anderson's career was aided by Johnny's endorsement. The part served as a model for Louis's subsequent achievements. Louis was a keeper, Carson informed his producers. In the large room, Johnny conducts an interview with the Muppets. In what way would you characterize your music? What is that? Is that jazz or rock? It sounds like music from a disaster. It's a bongo-drummed, soaring conflagration. Indeed, when the Muppet First, on March 18, 1975, a normal interview descended into chaos as characters appeared at random, while Johnny attempted to maintain a calm talk show. It's famous because, just inches from his desk, Carson transforms into the straight man for a full-length puppet variety show. The Muppets disregarded all chat show norms, playing that awful tune. How do you feel about the music of Dr. Tooth? I detest it. Bad stuff. I have no interest in it. Frogs don't actually dig that kind of thing. No rock, eh? Simply put, traditional music. What role do you play in the special, then? You'll get one sentence from them. I received one terrible line. I simply apologize for that. Yes, it's nothing. You know, it's a nothing show. No. How are you finding love? What? Johnny had to conduct interviews with puppets as if they were actual visitors. Kermit's acerbic answers surprised Carson. Every time a new Muppet appeared, the commotion got worse. Despite Johnny's best efforts, the puppets prevailed. The episode demonstrated that people of all ages could use Muppets. The miracle was Carson's willingness to comply. Every Tonight Show rule was broken by the Variety Act format. The puppet humor truly made Johnny laugh. The character's sense of realism demonstrated Henson's brilliance. Indeed, you sit in the muck and the swamp, just sit there. Frogs are known to do that. Everyone is aware of that. I'm conversing with a stupid frog while I sit here. Many thanks. I apologize. I really apologize for it. Carson showed complete regard for the Muppets. The desk turned into a puppet show. It was entertaining to watch Johnny's emotions. The entire session was dominated by the Muppets. Carson told pals how amazing the Muppets were. The puppets' timing was on par with that of human comedians. Johnny let them do what they wanted. The segment went on to become a television classic. Carson valued Henson's innovative strategy. The Muppets demonstrated that talk shows might be erratic. Johnny invited the Muppets to visit at any time. Drew Carr's breakout performance, which was performed by Drew Carey, fantastic mood. Recently, I received some awful news in the mail. My high school reunion is almost approaching. I'm not sure whether you've been to one of those. Don't leave. Man, you're under too much strain. That is a great deal of tension. Reunion of high school. As soon as you receive that letter in the mail, you realize you just have 6 months to succeed. Like, hurry up. 7. Daddy needs to get a new job and reduce weight. Hurry up. But I'm quite pleased that I'm the only one who still resembles his graduation photo. Drew's content hits with the typical man accuracy, with straightforward words that always catch you off guard with incisive turns. The set plays like a breakthrough, with the audience growing louder and Johnny's reactions indicating that he just raised the bar, which is why it's memorable. Carey came out confident and strong. He was immediately relatable because of his everyday man attitude. From the very first joke, Johnny knew it was star quality. With every joke, the audience's reaction became louder. Although conversational, Drew's delivery was deadly accurate. I'm going to go because I recently purchased a brand new vehicle. I purchased a Yugo. Many thanks. To be honest, I got it specifically for this joke. I hope you enjoy it. You mean I'm driving my Yugo? Stop at a signal, too. Right next to me, another Yugo pulls up. It was unbelievable to me. It's a Yugo. The same stoplight. Same locality. What are the chances? Carson's expression indicated that he understood this was a unique moment when the man rolled down his window and said, "Pardon me, would you have any mayonnaise?" The content about daily existence struck a chord. The killing was the reason why Johnny gave Drew more time. Carey's abrupt turns continued to make others giggle. Carson instructed his producers to immediately rebook Drew. The moment of breakthrough was clear to all who watched. Drew made the challenging seem easy. Carey's career depended heavily on Johnny's support. The set demonstrated Drew's place among the highest echelons of comedy. The audience was encouraged by Carson's obvious enthusiasm. Throughout the entire appearance, Drew kept up his pace. Carey was authentic, according to Johnny's acquaintances. Drew stood out from other comics because of his everyday man accuracy. Carson enjoyed widely relatable humor. After that performance, it seemed clear that Drew would succeed. Johnny was aware that he had just seen the birth of a celebrity. The audience's reaction validated Carson's intuition. Following this appearance, Drew became a regular on The Tonight Show. Carson informed his employees that Carey possessed a unique quality that no one else possessed. The greatest comedy occurs when gifted people simply let their hair down and enjoy themselves on live television, as seen by these famous outro moments. What do you consider to be the most hilarious moment involving Johnny Carson? Tell us in the comments section. For more hilarious Tonight Show jokes, remember to subscribe.